Hi everyone. In previous videos talked about ways to save a few bucks on various things, and but I found that there are at least three places where it does not pay to be frugal, and I've been burned by this before, so I can speak from experience. The first one is when you're this is very obvious when you're compromising your health in some way to save a few bucks today. So I used to be a big fan of going to grocery stores where I know people, have connections, and ask them for basically rotten food that they can just give me for free. And at the time, I was thinking that not only was I saving money, but we would save some of the food from going to the landfill, save the environment a little bit. In reality, I was treating my body as a waste can instead of actually saving the environment in any appreciable way. But midway through my research at RIT, I got deathly ill partially because of doing this, and I learned a very valuable lesson. The other way that people sometimes compromise their health in the name of the dollar is they work at jobs they don't like. I used to browse Craigslist and do just about anything that paid $2, $3, and it doesn't pay. I find that when I stopped doing those things, I actually had more money in my pocket. The reason is kind of interesting. When I stop doing those things, I have a lot less stress. And sometimes when I'm stressed out, I spend more money than I intend to. So it's kind of funny. When I stopped doing those things and I became a little bit more selective on what I'm doing, I found I had more money in my pocket. And it was so weird. The other place I prefer not to save money, maybe this is a little bit more of a personal preference, is I prefer not to be cheap when I go out on a date. I'm not saying you should let the girl take advantage of you. I'm saying that when it's between a $50 restaurant versus a $100 restaurant, I mean, you're not dating that often. If you're dating so often that the difference between a $50 or a $100 restaurant is going to break the bank, I mean, I think you should be more selective on your dates. I don't think the answer is to be cheap on your dates, but I find that that's a good way to, especially on a first date. You know, a girl you've been dating a year and you're almost living with, you can be a little bit more frugal, especially if you can use this as a discussion about money with her. But first date, treat it like almost like a job interview. You know, you don't go to a job interview with cheap clothing and cheap stuff. The other way I prefer not to be frugal is this is similar to the dating. If it affects my appearance in some way. So, for example, I'm working on a computer gaming conference, so sometimes when my stuff on my computer breaks down and it doesn't affect, my games, I put off fixing it. For example, this computer is 3 years old, and there are some because I take this everywhere I go. It goes to the bathroom with me. It goes into the airplane with me. There's little cracks on the screen and on the keyboard and stuff like that. It doesn't bother me so much. But when I do finally go to the conference, I'm going to fix those things. Because again, the way I like to think of it is some people are. They're cheap in the short term, but in the long term it gets very costly. If I don't make some good business connections at the game conference, I'm going to lose a lot more money than a $300 computer repair. If I don't score that first date and end up meeting my future wife, I can lose a lot more than the $20 extra. If I try to save a few bucks on healthy food, I might end up with a huge medical bill. So you got to think a little bit more than just today when you pull out your wallet. What you pull out of your wallet could represent what you have to pull out tomorrow as well. Thanks for watching.